In today's episode, Chef Erica will show us how to make her delicious premium blend lamb and beef steakhouse burger using Prairie Street Prime's premium ground beef and lamb blends.
The blend of beef and lamb is fantastic. You sort of get the best of both worlds. It's juicy, it's got a really bold flavor. It's really good. Welcome back to the Prairie Street Prime Culinary Kitchen. I'm Chef Erica, and today I'm making something that everybody loves. It is our Prairie Street Prime Kosher Premium Blend Lamb and Beef Steakhouse Burger. Who doesn't love a burger? Everybody loves a good burger. And when you use Prairie Street Prime's meat to make a burger, you're going to make the best burger. The meat that I'm using today is a combo of beef and lamb. I love the combination of the flavors. Lamb has a more pronounced flavor. The beef is a little mellower. I like to put them together. So good. The beef is our premium brisket blend. So it's got that perfect ratio of meat to fat, makes a fantastic burger. Also just a great ground meat to use for your meatballs, meatloaf, anything like that. Perfect blend. And the lamb is the same thing, a really good blend of lean to fat and just a rich, meaty, delicious lamb flavor. I'm a real lamb lover. I really love the lamb. But when you put these together, you can make a fantastic burger. So I'm gonna make the burger. I'm gonna serve the burger because you can't have a burger without fries. But I'm just gonna make some roasted potato wedges to go with it. And I'll be topping the burger with a fantastic roasted garlic mayo. I like mayo on burgers. I like anything on a burger, pretty much. I wanna get that roasted garlic going first because that's gonna take a little bit of time. So roasted garlic is a great thing to know how to make because it's super versatile. Once you have roasted garlic made, you can keep it in a little container in your fridge. And you can use it to mix into pasta sauces, dressings, as a spread. It's really great. All you do is take a whole head of garlic and basically you just shave off the top. Just slice off the very top, and what that does is it exposes all the cloves. Then you're gonna put it on a little piece of aluminum foil, put a drizzle of oil just over that cut surface, and then you wrap it up like a little garlicky present. This, and just throw it in the oven. And it takes 30, 40 minutes, depending on the size of your garlic. Literally put it in 400-degree oven. I would say at 30, you'll start to smell it, and by 40, 45, it'll be done. You wanna cook it until the garlic gets really soft and starts to get kind of brown on the surface. So we'll take that out later. Then I also, of course, wanna get these potatoes in the oven. So I'm just using a regular Idaho russet potato, leaving the skin on because I really like them with the skin. And also that's where all the fiber and actually all the vitamins in a potato are. And I'm just gonna cut this down into some nice long wedges. And I'm gonna go fairly thin on my wedges so that these get really crispy and they cook quickly. Some olive oil on a sheet tray, get our potatoes on there, and we'll just get them coated in that oil. Of course, if you have an air fryer or a deep fryer, you could do it in that too. I'm just going old school style, doing it in the oven. Okay, and I get sprinkling of salt on those because you can't eat potatoes without salt. And same thing, just right in the oven, 400 degrees. Okay, now let's get that burger going. So the key to success when working with ground meat for burgers is you want to handle the meat very gently. You don't want to really knead it or mix it too much because you actually want to keep some air inside that mixture. So I'm just going to take some of our ground brisket and some of that ground lamb, just like a 1-to-1 combo here. And of course, a good sprinkling of salt, kosher salt. You want to use a coarse kosher salt for this. And pepper if you like it. And then just really gently get in there, mix in the seasoning, and just very lightly mix these two together. If this was just a single meat kind of burger, I would just mix in the seasoning. I just want to make sure the lamb and the beef are pretty well combined here. Try to work lightly and gently. We're not mixing bread dough here. It's not challah. We don't want to develop lots of stretchy gluten. We want to keep this pretty tender. So just like that. And then I'm just going to form it into a really nice big burger patty. Keep in mind that burger patties shrink quite a bit when you cook them. So it's always good to make them bigger than you think and thinner than you think because as they cook, they actually shrink and puff up. And then here's a really good trick for when you make a burger. once you've got it all formed like this, re-season it on the surface, because that's gonna help to give you like a nice little crust. And then take your thumb or a couple of fingers and make a little indentation in the middle, like this. This is gonna help it to hold its shape, and so when it shrinks in from the sides and starts to puff, it won't basically turn into a meatball. It'll stay more even. So just make like a little well in the center, like that. Okay, we're gonna move to the grill and let's make a burger. So let's get these burgers on the grill. So I've got my burgers here now. I decided to make 2 after all. And I've seasoned them up and made that little dip on the top, that little well. That's gonna help. And I'm just making sure that my grill is nice and hot. This is important because if it's not really hot, your meat's gonna stick. So I'm just gonna let that get like hot enough that if I hold my hand here for 5 seconds, I can really feel it starts to hurt. Yeah, that's hot. And I'm pretty heat tolerant, that's hot. So I'm gonna get these right on there with my seasoned side down. So I'm turning them over. Now let's talk about doneness. So I'm a medium rare kind of gal, but USDA recommendation for ground meat is 160. So if you want to just go to 160, you'll get more of a well-done burger, but with this meat, it'll still be great. It'll still be juicy and delicious. Now I've been on the grill for a couple of minutes at this point. Now I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna get grill marks. So I just pick it up and I turn it 90 degrees. What we're looking for here is just to get those sort of crosshatch marks on there. There's a French fancy cooking term for this. It's called quadrillage. Do you have to remember that? Of course not, but you know, it's something fun to throw out at parties when you're talking. So I'm just gonna take a peek underneath at my grill marks. Looks good. I've got quadrillage. I've got that classic crosshatch diamond pattern. Looks good and looks good. Now, as it starts to cook on the second side, as a professional chef, I can start pressing and know that I'm getting close to that medium rare, but you can always use a thermometer on it. They are thin, but if you have a good, accurate thermometer, you'll be able to do it. What I'm feeling for is that it starts to bounce back. And that's feeling pretty good on this side because I know this side is cooked, but my second side isn't quite there yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do my quadrillage on that second side just for fun. If you're going to use a thermometer, I would recommend coming in from the side so you'll get more of an accurate reading. But you can also just kind of stick it in right there gently from the top, but don't go all the way that you hit the grill. Okay, we are perfect on this. So I'm gonna transfer these now to a clean cutting board, not the one that I had the raw meat on. And then we're gonna take them over and get ready to start plating. Okay, now, a burger, just like every other cooked piece of meat or other protein, has to rest. And we'll let them keep resting. Let's talk about that garlic mayo. So here's that head of garlic that had roasted in the oven, and you can see now, see how soft and squishy it starts to pop up, it starts to get golden brown. That's how you know it's done. So I'm gonna just squeeze out some of that into my mayo there, and I'm gonna just kind of use a fork and mash it up. It turns into a paste. It's very, very soft, and so you can just use a fork, you can use a spoon, and just incorporate it into things. Just like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper for some visual appeal and also just to add a little punch. And I'm putting in a little bit of chopped parsley. I always like to see a little green in my food. So there's my garlic mayo. And then check out my potato wedges. So just oven roasted, almost like an oven fry, like a steakhouse fry. Looks great, nice and crispy. I love those. You could put some herbs on those too if you wanted to. All right, so now we're gonna get that burger plated. So I'm gonna take some of that roasted garlic mayo and put that down on the bun first. Then I'll take one of my patties and notice that it kept a pretty nice size and it's nice and flat. It didn't puff up. That's because I made that dip in the middle. And it's the perfect size for my bun, like literally covers the whole bun. And that's what I want, like that. I'm gonna go for a little more on there. I have some really nice, ripe, juicy tomatoes here. Could put on some onions if you wanted. And a little bit of lettuce just for a little bit of crunch, a little bit of freshness on there. I think that's enough. We're not making a salad, we're making a burger. And we'll top it off right there. And then a few of my crispy steakhouse fries right on the plate, like that. And there we go. Our Prairie Street Prime Kosher Premium Blend Lamb and Beef Steakhouse Burger. All right, well, I'm gonna taste this, but I'm a small person. This is a very big burger, so I may not be able to. I'm gonna just take a little bite off the end there. Still nice and pink on the inside. Really good. The blend of beef and lamb is fantastic. You sort of get the best of both worlds. It's juicy, it's got a really bold flavor. It's really good. I hope that you too will try to do this at home with our Prairie Street Prime Premium Burger Blend. Whether you make it all beef, you can make a lamb burger, you could do a blend, whatever you like. So thanks so much for hanging out with me again here in the Prairie Street Prime Culinary Kitchen. It's always so much fun to do this and to work with such fantastic products. We would love if you subscribe to our channel, and please like, comment, share with your friends, subscribe, and we would love to hear your feedback. So if you have anything you want to say to us, any comments, questions, any recipes that you would like us to do, let us know. We read those comments and we really want to hear from you. We will be posting new video content every Sunday at 2 p.m. So keep tuning in to the Prairie Street Prime Culinary Kitchen channel here on YouTube. And thanks so much. I'm Chef Erica, and I'm gonna go off screen and put this whole big burger in my mouth now and eat it for dinner. So we'll see you again. Thanks so much.
Subscribe to our channel now and set your notifications so you don't miss our latest recipes and chef-led tutorials. Then head over to prairiestreetprime.com to shop for your next big meal.